This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth. Breaking news today as Donald Trump has just signed an executive order to advance the controversial Keystone and Dakota Access Pipeline. And today I just wanted to quickly put out this video because I have a feeling there's going to be some knee-jerk responses and reactions here and so-called solutions that are going to be assembled at the moment and steered into the wrong direction. So today I just wanted to point out to you what I feel is the real crux of the matter here, the real meat of the issue. Now, first off, let me just say that this is certainly not a surprise. We were there in North Dakota just last month reporting on this when protesters at the time were celebrating what they thought was a victory, but we were warning them that this was certainly not over. And, you know, we got to stay tuned for the inevitable. And here we are, folks. U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive action to revive the Keystone XL pipeline on Tuesday. And, of course, this pipeline is the pipeline which would connect the Alberta oil sands to existing pipelines in Nebraska. And this is something that Justin Trudeau is in favor of. And there it is, signed. It's a done deal. Now, this topic is controversial for many reasons, and I covered some of the key issues in this video here. I'll include a link in the description. But mainly today I wanted to point out to you what I feel is the ultimate crime in this entire endeavor here, which is the theft of private property through the use of eminent domain. However, these environmentalists have an entirely different view on what the issues are, and just get a load of this article here from The Guardian, which is normally good anytime my friend Charlie Skelton is writing for it, but this guy is way off. If there were any lingering doubts over Donald Trump's enthusiasm for shoving the U.S. back into the smoggy embrace of fossil fuels, his decision to revive the Keystone XL and Dakota Access Pipeline banishes them utterly. And he goes on and on about how this is all about protecting the environment, when really there's a lot more to it here. And to show you where I'm going with this, I wanted to point you to this case here of Vera King. She's an elderly woman from Atlantic City. She knows firsthand the power of unaccountable government agencies. The Institute for Justice successfully defended Vera against the condemnation of her home by a state agency that sought to take her property and transfer it at a bargain basement price to another private individual, Donald Trump. Trump convinced the state agency to use its eminent domain power to take Vera's home so that he could construct a limousine parking lot for his customers. Hardly a public purpose, and unfortunately, cases in which government agencies act not as protectors of constitutionally guaranteed rights, but instead as agents of powerful private interests have become all too common. And that's really what this boils down to here, folks. I wanted to show you this as well. In May 2016, farmers began suing the pipeline developers in an effort to prevent the use of eminent domain to seize private property for the benefit of the pipeline owners. There are 1,295 properties along the 346-mile route throughout Iowa, and as of November 2016, the owners of 17 parcels have sued over the fact that the state of Iowa has handed over 200 pieces of land under eminent domain laws. So there's some serious theft taking place here at the hands of the government, and that is certainly something to be very, very concerned about. Now, obviously, there are some serious environmental concerns here as well. I mean, just last week, there was a major oil spill here in Canada. About 200,000 liters spilled onto First Nations land just southeast of Regina. And this, as well as Justin Trudeau's pro-pipeline stance, has really been upsetting a great deal of Canadians who, I must say, are about to get a rude awakening because we now have two pro-pipeline leaders in charge of North American oil production and exports. So we're going to continue to break this down for you in more detail in future videos, our views on the safety of these underground pipelines versus traditional exporting means, as well as the importance of having a truly open, free market. So stay tuned for more updates coming soon, and be sure to check the links in the description to find us on Patreon, where you can contribute a monthly amount in order to help our cause here to bring you this information. And we've got a lot more information coming soon, so be sure to subscribe. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.